Okay, episode 2, internal and external range liquidity. Many of you will know and understand this concept as it's become mainstream knowledge right now in the ICT community since my first course a few years ago. If you have and you understand this, let's just refresh this knowledge anyway. And if you haven't, this is going to open up a whole new world to you. Okay, internal range liquidity is defined by fair value gaps. External range liquidity is defined by old highs and lows. There is a constant ebb and flow between internal and external range liquidity. They just continuously play off of each other, okay? So when external range liquidity is taken, old high or low, it then seeks internal range liquidity next. From internal range liquidity, the market then seeks external range liquidity. It's a constant ebb and flow from external to internal, internal to external. And this is extremely important in deriving a higher time frame bias as well. This is one of the building blocks to building a bias, okay? The market only does two things. It's either seeking to rebalance an imbalance, some kind of imbalance that can include volume imbalances and new week opening and day gaps, or it's running liquidity at old highs and lows. When we trade into a fair value gap, we then next look for an old high or low, so internal to external. If we run out an old high or low, we then look to seek a fair value gap. So that would be external to internal range liquidity, okay? Here is the NASDAQ on the daily chart, and we're going to look at the whole run lower to the whole run higher, so you guys can see the constant ebb and flow between external and internal range liquidity and how this can really help you in deriving a high time frame bias and anticipating what the market is going to do next. So external range liquidity taken, okay? So from external, what do we go to? Internal, right? So your eye should now be trained, and you should train your eye to now seek internal range liquidity, which it does there with a fair value gap. We then have an expansion. The market retraces. There's a low here further on the left. External was taken. It then seeks internal volume and balance. This is also internal range liquidity. From internal range liquidity, where should your eye go? External range liquidity, which the market then takes. Once again, start training your eye for this. Where do we go from external? Start looking for those fair value gaps, those volume imbalances. Market trades back up into internal range liquidity to external range liquidity. Then we hit a higher time frame key level here. This is a monthly fair value gap. We're going to look at this later on. We trade higher, retrace here. The market then has relative equal highs here, right, as a drawn liquidity. We trade higher. We have internal. So we trade into internal range liquidity here, right? The volume imbalance, the new day opening gap here. Okay, this is Tuesday and Wednesday. Internal range liquidity. From internal, it's seeking external. From external, okay, we take out external here. Where does the market go? It seeks internal range liquidity with these volume imbalances here. From internal, it goes to external. From external, back to internal, right? So this is why you want to train your eye to see this, because it's a constant ebb and flow between external and internal to external. It's constantly doing that. And as you can see, we're doing this on a daily chart, which is going to help you derive bias, right? So we take out the external here. We go back into that volume imbalance here. Market then seeks external range liquidity, right? And just constantly continues with this cycle. We take out this old high. Then we finally form a swing high here. Market trades back into internal range liquidity here. It seeks external. From external, back into internal. Internal, external. External, internal, internal, external. Just a constant ebb and flow between external and internal range liquidity, right? So this is one of the building blocks to building a high time frame bias, as well as the other things we're going to teach in the long-term perspective. But this is one of the core concepts to how these charts move. So it's extremely important you understand this and you backtest this and see the constant ebb and flow between the two.